Hello, good afternoon. It's Jill here from The Lifestyle Leader. I'm just driving. I've got my cool bit of hands-free kit so that I can speak to you safely. So I just wanted to post a little video today in response to a question that was posed by my lovely new friend Vicky. Thanks Vicky, hi, for asking me the question. I put something onto Facebook about aqueous cream and the fact that it's very often used to treat skin conditions, but it's not necessarily the safest thing or the most effective thing that you can use, and the fact that actually really what we really need to do is to look at the underlying cause of a skin condition rather than just treat the symptoms. So I'm talking here about things like eczema, psoriasis, hives, all those kind of things. And they're related to the gut, maybe in a couple of ways. One is that the gut is very much, or 80% of your health is in your gut. So your immune system is very linked to having a healthy gut. Oh, by the way, I meant to tell you, I've just been to the dentist, so if I'm dribbling or if my face is a bit saggy, that's what's going on. I just had some new crowns, caps fitted, marvellous. Anyway, so a baby, for example, 20 to 30% of babies are born and they develop eczema quite quickly, and this is because of their immune system and the fact that they've been exposed to irritants. Now those irritants could be something in terms of the what they're exposed to in terms of their skin, or indeed what they're drinking, whether that's the mother's milk and the irritants in the mother's milk through the mother, or in fact through any kind of formula milk. Now the problem we have with eczema clearly is not only that it's uncomfortable and it's itchy, but then of course when these welts, these raised areas that are itched, and they then break and bleed, and that's the point at which they become infected. So this is why eczema is such an unpleasant condition for adults and children, really. And you'll very often find that they'll say, oh, you'll grow out of your eczema as you get older, and actually bizarrely that's very often because your immune system weakens as you get older, and this is why you don't have that allergic reaction on your skin. And of course that eczema in particular is very often linked to people who have asthma. You will no doubt be familiar with that. Whereas something like psoriasis is thought of as much more of an autoimmune disease, a sort of much more to do with how the gut is functioning in terms of whether or not the gut is behaving. So somebody with irritable bowel syndrome, leaky gut syndrome, for example, very typically will have a psoriasis type flare-up or skin condition, and certainly one of my children who suffers with a poor functioning gut also develops psoriasis as well. So whatever happens though is that both of these reactions on the skin are an inflammatory process, and one of the major things that you need to be able to do for the skin is to be able to reduce that process, because what's going on in the gut will show up very often in the skin for some people. So if we can calm down and cleanse and heal the gut and reduce the inflammation, then very often those skin diseases will go away. And one of the friends that I work with, the colleagues that I work with, she's been a nutritional therapist for probably 25 years now, I think. And she tells this lovely story about a friend of hers who's a GP. And her GP, this GP's little girl, I think, baby, was suffering really badly with eczema from quite a young age, and the mother tried everything that she could. Being a GP, she knew lots of ways to try and deal with it. And my lovely friend Kim was saying, well, what I would try is I would give this child some more really high quality antioxidants. When I recommend things to my clients, you know, like Kim, we use really high quality food state nutraceuticals and nutritional boosters, and this one particular one is called Zambroza, and it has the highest ORAC rating, oxygen radical absorption capacity, so anti-inflammatory, free radical damage, antioxidant that you can get. And she'd been saying to this GP for some time, look, why don't you try Zambroza on this little boy? Anyway, the doctors, you know, tried all the conventional medication, and in the end she said that she was desperate. This little boy was so poorly, and so she said, yes, send me some Zambroza. And about a month later, Kim went round, and this little boy was in his high chair as Kim walked in the door with his dummy in his mouth. And the GP called her in and said, oh, I'm so pleased to see you, and you know, things are going really well, watch this. And she went over to the fridge, because Zambroza is kept in the fridge, and as she opened the fridge door so that the baby could see, she opened the fridge door and the baby spat its dummy out right across the room and was banging on its table because it was so excited, because it knew that it was going to get its little teaspoon of Zambroza. So it's amazing how, you know, the children particularly are so in tune with what their body needs. So anti-inflammatories, really good. Cleaning up the gut, so cleansing, doing an all-body cleanse will help with an inflammatory condition. Making sure that there are the proper digestive enzymes, that the gut bacteria, so really high levels of really good quality probiotics, not the stuff that you can get in drinks, by the way, because that's full of sugar. Adding in things like other anti-inflammatories, nature's anti-inflammatory, which is our super omega-3, so very high levels of omega-3 will also bring down inflammation in the gut and also improve any skin condition in my experience. So Vicky, very long-winded, but I hope that answers your question. Thank you for asking it, and I'll hope to see you later in the week. Bye for now, it's Jill, bye.